for this future, is the blueprint for this future. And all IFP-run municipalities will continue to strive towards achieving the goals set out in our manifesto in 2019. As I conclude, the IFP will not be threatened by any political party and will not be pushed into any corner. We will not betray the trust of the voters they gave to us. Good luck to the EFF in its intended marriage with the failed ANC to deliver services in our country. People of South Africa will be a judge to judge them whether harshly or softly in 2024. We remain with our dignity, with our ethics. We will not compromise and get into an unholy alliance. The EFF can go. We don't mind. We are not desperate. We will continue on the path of growing the party and meeting the needs of our people as we are doing on a daily basis. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Colleagues, can you please we'll take questions. Please just introduce yourself and the media house in which you are coming from, and then the leadership will respond to your questions. Let's start here in the front and we'll bring the speakers.
From Africa. I just want to find out that 600 million rand loan that is intended to be taken by the Mkhatshwane municipality. Can you take us through what that loan is for? Because it seems as if it's a bone of contention by the EFF, that particular loan.
I'm going to take questions one at a time.
Rather take three at a time.
Okay, let's take the next question.
My name is Busi Kumar from SABC News. Question is, the EFF did not only encourage the IFP, but also said a number of things, including that they will not be in a coalition with the apartheid collaborators. If you can just take us through that, as the party also see yourselves as apartheid collaborators, and also as we're gearing up towards the 2024 elections. So you see the breakdown relations with the EFF as a setback.
I know and I'll come this side. Right. Sorry, there's phones somewhere. Can we please not distract each other with phones? Sorry about that, ma'am.
Okay. I have two questions. The first one, when you say there's an end to any coalition talks or a coalition with the EFF, does that mean any power sharing talks in eThekwini are out of the cards or out of the table? And when you say you're likely or you are willing or okay with losing a municipality or two, do we have maybe, I don't want you to oust one or say which municipality is willing to do this, but which geographically, which part of KZN do you think you are likely to lose a municipality?
Thank you much. Can we take responses? The leadership will take questions to President first, and then Deputy President will come in. DSG, stand by.
Let me firstly start with the issue of Mkhatshwane. The question of a loan by Mkhatshwane, the details should be obtainable from Mkhatshwane municipality, because we are not a spokesperson for Mkhatshwane. But let us just respond to what the EFF wanted to do. The EFF clearly targeted a bigger municipality under the control of the IFP and wanted to dragoon us and say, because we are supporting you, give us Mkhatshwane. And we felt this is unethical because the people of Mkhatshwane voted the IFP and trusted the IFP. And we understood, in terms of their attitude, that they will want to demand something they know we are not going to agree on, with the intention of putting us under pressure, as there is an assumption that we will lose 13 municipalities, that will be in a corner of comparing Umhlatuze and losing 13 municipalities. As I've said, the basis of their assumption is incorrect. It's 1 or 2 municipalities that we will lose, and we will not compromise or do an exchange, because people did not vote the EFF in Umhlatuze. They voted the IFP. And the whole principle of token mayoral candidates is unacceptable to us, because they said, you give us Umhlatuze, we give you the mayoral position at Mohale City. The people of Mohale City did not give the IFP a mandate to lead that government. What happened at COJ on Friday is a disaster. This is just a temporal measure, and the people of COJ will be at a standstill in terms of service delivery. Let me just then end there on the question of Umhlatuze. And coming to the EFF called the IFP apartheid collaborators, Bosi. I'm sure all of us, we know the EFF. They speak this today, they speak opposite the following day. It is all known. Malema insulted Madiba and called him a sellout. Malema insulted Zuma, or before Zuma, Thabo Mbeki, when he was supporting Zuma. And when he started to turn against Zuma, he said Mbeki is a most intelligent man, speaking contrary to what he said before. And when it was Zuma's time, he turned against Zuma and attacked Zuma in favor of Cyril Ramaphosa. When Cyril Ramaphosa was in power, he went for tea to Nkandla to laugh with Zuma, the very same man whom he was attacking throughout in parliament. Now is Cyril Ramaphosa's term. He's attacking Cyril Ramaphosa. You know, he said he will die an ANC member. What is he today? He's an EFF member and is in a campaign to take the ANC out from power. And it is a laughing stock what they want to do, the ANC and the EFF, because the EFF has taken the issue of the Phala Phala farm gate to court because they want to pursue it against Cyril Ramaphosa. Then how are they going to get into a coalition with the very same ANC which they are taking its leader to court? In November 2021, EFF leader Malema said he will never work with the ANC in a coalition on the hung municipalities. What is he doing now? You see, to come to the question, it is only a person like Malema and like Mdolo, because they are bitter. You know, Malema went into a coalition with the IFP in November. I'm not sure whether he was asleep, not knowing what he said of late about the IFP. But we understand it is because they thought we will fall under pressure and agree to their unreasonable demand. And when we said, no, we are a principled political party. You cannot push us around and give us token mayoral position and you think we're going to be crazy. Because we know this mayoral position, Mohale City, COJ, and Ekurhuleni are going to be manipulated by the EFF and the ANC at the expense of the people of South Africa. So now, the people of South Africa knows, and even ANC leaders, Madiba himself is the one who openly thanked Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi and the IFP for the role they played to ensure that he gets out of the prison, and for the role the IFP and Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi played in the liberation of the people of South Africa. He is on record. Senior leaders of the ANC who are respected, Mashobane, have come out openly to confirm and confess the lie that was spread and taught for many years, that actually the establishment of the IFP in 1975 was due to a mandate from the ANC in exile under Oliver Tambo, that the IFP should be a wing within South Africa to block apartheid from within. The message was sent to Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi to go and take the leadership of the erstwhile KwaZulu government so that he blocks it from within. This has been confessed by ANC leaders. So anyone who can come now and speak like Malema and Mdolo, we know they are stressed because the IFP refused to fall into a trap. We will not get into any relationship with the ANC because it has failed our people. We are living under load shedding because of the failures of the ANC. Any coalition, we will not accept it. Let me go to the issue of the setback about the coalition. Coalition is new in South Africa, and it is unavoidable. In 2024, there will be no single party that will rule alone with 50% plus. No. As we have seen in 2021 local government elections, coalition has come to stay in South Africa, and we will experience it in 2024. The IFP has always been the champion of negotiations. We are going to lead the program of talking to opposition political parties, because the IFP, in terms of strength, we are the third biggest political party that is governing. ANC, DA, and the IFP. We are a party that knows how to govern. We are acquiring experience on coalition as it stands. As I said to you, we are going to retain the 28 municipalities, some of them through coalition. We are hopeful that even in 2024, we will be gaining more political parties coming to party with the IFP in governing where there will be no clear majority in terms of the governance. Regarding eThekwini matter, as long as the EFF wants to go to bed with the ANC, we are not going to be part of any coalition with the EFF. We gave a suggestion to the EFF in our meeting on the 25th, that how can we take ANC out of eThekwini and allow EFF, because they say they want to showcase. We said we will support you in eThekwini. We gave them figures that if these political parties come together, that is inclusive of the DA, the EFF, and the IFP and smaller parties, the ANC will be taken out from eThekwini because they have destroyed eThekwini. They have rendered eThekwini filthy and a crime scene. And the EFF did not accept our proposal. And we told them that, in terms of the figures we have worked out, we can take out ANC at Msunduzi, and we can give you the option to take Msunduzi if you want to. We can take out the ANC in KwaDukuza. We can take out the ANC in Umdoni. And we can give you an opportunity to govern in those areas. But they said, we want Umhlatuza. We said, under no circumstances, you can get Umhlatuza. So precisely, Mashoban, on the question of eThekwini, the IFP is not desperate. We will not get into any unholy agreement simply because we want to appease either the ANC or EFF. We can only get into an agreement that will be genuine, that will have values, but with a common target: remove the ANC, which has failed our people, and get the coalition government to pick the pieces and rebuild eThekwini as well as other communities of our country. We can come together with any other political parties, but in eThekwini, if the EFF and ANC are working together, there is no likelihood of a coalition to govern eThekwini. If the EFF wants really to govern, they must come into sober senses, come back and negotiate a coalition agreement that will remove the ANC from eThekwini if they are really committed in fighting crime and removing a failed government, as the ANC has demonstrated throughout the years since 1994.
The Deputy President will just want to add.
I think the President has covered most of the things, but I do want to say that what the President said, that the EFF is stressed, I think as the IFP, we want to help them to deliver some stress packs to their head office, because lashing out is one sign of a party which is very much stressed. And we should not lose sight of who the EFF is. They are not interested in saving our people at all, but they are interested in looting. If you look at the arrangement that they proposed in COJ, Eguren and the rest, to say they put smaller parties as mayors, if they wanted to actually showcase their party as an able party, they would have wanted to be at the helm. Previously, they also tried to actually convince the IFP, because when we are running as the IFP, they wanted to be chairpersons of all the committees that are responsible for capital projects. So that on its own tells you who the F is. And if you want to know them, you better go and refer to the VPS issue. They are there just to loot. They've got zero interest to serve people. So when they want to come back, they'll find us here. As Awalda said, we'll be able to take them step by step in politics, and we will never be involved in any action that suggests that we are corrupt or collude with corrupt parties like themselves and the one that they've just joined with. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, and greetings to the members of
Just
the
1
media.
second, to
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The President has actually said a lot which anyone would have wanted to say. Safe to say that I just want to add my voice in congratulating the ANC in being able to enlist a new partner in their looting spree and in the EFF, because this marriage of convenience has nothing to do with ethics and actually service delivery, quality service delivery to the people, but actually opportunities to loot and plunder the resources of the people of this country. You can see that with the token mayors that actually are going to be planting all over in Gauteng, because they don't want anybody to actually disturb them in their looting spree. So they can actually go, and I wish them well in their journey to hell, because as IFP we are saying they can go to hell. We are not going to join this unholy alliance. Look, as for the IFP being branded as apartheid collaborators, clearly Mr. Malema was still enjoying breastfeeding when this country actually bent as a result of this reckless talk. You know, more than 20,000 people actually died as a result of this, because this was ANC propaganda peddled against the IFP. And one can actually forgive Mr. Malema because he was still a toddler then. But he is being reckless, and nobody wants to go back to that unfortunate past. So he must stop this recklessness and actually begin to be a proper leader if he wants actually to enjoy the support of the people of South Africa. IFP is a highly principled party and is a party of integrity. And we are not interested in looting, but we are more than willing to put our suggestions, to put our services on the table in the advancement of the cause of our own people. So people right now are having to contend with this load shedding. If it was an alliance to actually solve the problems of energy in this country, one would have understood. But now if it is the alliance to actually professionalize the looting and expand the group of looters, then we are not interested.